What's up, guys? This is Adam from esportsheaven.com, and I am here with Ryan Hart. How you doing today, man?
I'm fine, thanks. Great to be here. Thank you.
Yeah, it's Evolution 2015, man. It's great to be here. So, how have things gone for you in the tournaments? What games have you played? Walk me through your matches.
I entered Mortal Kombat 10 and Ultra Street Fighter 4. I was thinking about entering Tekken, but since I've never played it before and they've got flown in Koreans and Japanese, I thought there was not much point. But yeah, I mean, it's just for fun anyway. Didn't do that well on Mortal Kombat, so I haven't been playing, and the level here's, the level around the world now is really good. And on Street Fighter, I got top 32. So it was a top 32 finish, but I wasn't that pleased because I felt I could have done better. But still, it was better than nothing. So yeah.
Right. So you bring up a good point that Mortal Kombat, the game has gotten so much better around the world, and you were one of the first people to be invited to the, I guess you could say, the launch tournament almost. You're not traditionally known as a NetherRealm studio player, so what would it mean to you to be invited to that, and what was it like playing there?
It was a great experience. I have a lot of experience in fighting games, from way back in the late 90s, so I know how to get to grips with the fighting game system really easily, and I have played Mortal Kombat before, so it's not like I'm totally alien to it. So I guess that was the choice behind why I was selected as one of the people to come out. Same with Killer Instinct. When that was new, I did a lot of exhibition stuff for it. When the games are new, I'm really quick at learning things, so it helps to have someone like that around if you want to show people how the game looks and stuff like that. So I think that was the angle there.
Okay. Well,
and it was a pleasure for me to be there and get flown out and all that stuff. And yeah, the ESL guys were great. The whole team really professional, and I just loved the whole production quality of the event.
Oh yeah, it looked great from online. Yeah, for sure. So you say that you're good at learning the new games and all that, but does this mean you're still going to continue to pursue Mortal Kombat, you think, in the future, or do you think maybe you'll kind of start to focus on other games in the future?
Yeah, it's a difficult one for me. I mean, time is the issue for me. So I mean, I like the game a lot. I like a lot of games a lot, but do I have time to get to the level I want to be at? That's another question entirely. So I'm not quite sure. I do like the game, and I'm not going to, completely give up just yet. But it's getting difficult to kind of push Ultra Street Fighter 4 and that as well. But yeah, we'll see.
Okay. All right. Hopefully you stay in the game. But you did mention Tekken. Historically you've been also known as a fantastic 3D fighter player. You've made top 8 at EVA multiple times. I believe you've won as well. So. Is there kind of a reason why you haven't been playing them that much lately? Because I noticed that you've been really focusing on Street Fighter.
Yeah, it's just life, priorities. I don't have as much time anymore. I just can't dedicate as much of my life to gaming like before. So, whereas before I'd be a multiple game champion at one event, like now I'm kind of struggling to win at least one of the games. So it's just that thing, I have other things that take priority, and it's really difficult to kind of give that same amount of, I don't know, I have the drive and everything, but it's just, there's not enough hours in the day.
You just have other life commitments, of course. So going back a little bit, because you did mention that you've been you're obviously playing games for a while, and I honestly, you're probably, in the truest sense, one of the only world warriors out there. You've traveled everywhere. So what was it like for you when you first won that championship in the UK to first go to Japan and see what that was like for you?
Yeah, first trip to Japan was phenomenally awesome. I actually did not expect I would go there. I mean, as a teenager, it was as a teenaging gamer, I thought that would never happen. I really thought that to go to Japan would be a dream of mine, and I just thought it would never really happen. It would just be something I would always want to happen. And then when I won the tournament and they flew me out there, I couldn't believe I was on a flight going to Japan. It was such a surreal feeling. But yeah, it was crazy being there. And once I got there, I was surprised that a lot of people already knew me from, hearing about me from in London, people that had come there for holiday, people that had come there temporarily to study. They had all come to the local arcades and seen me and played me. And so I had quite an audience when I went to Japan the first time. They let me go to one of their arcades, and they set up like a Ryan Hart Kumite where all the Japanese guys would form a line and play me one after the other. And whether I won or lost, I would stay on, then the next guy would jump on, next guy would jump on. And that felt like such an honor. They really made me feel special, and I appreciate that. And and I managed to win. I didn't win the tournament I was thrown out for. I got absolutely destroyed, but I only went there for the tournament. I only went there for the holiday. I didn't care. The game was called Air Guides. It was a collaboration by Namco and Squaresoft, when it was called Squaresoft. And I just wanted to go to Japan. So I won the UK qualifier and then got the holiday, and then went to Japan. Then I won a King of Fighters tournament, King of Fighters 98 World Tournament in Japan, and I won a couple of Tekken 3 tournaments as well. So yeah, it was nice because I was really heavily gaming then, so I had a lot of interests. There was Virtual Fighter that I was also playing a lot too, plus Tekken, plus a little bit of Street Fighter, and heavily King of Fighters as well. So yeah, lots of fun there.
It sounds like it must have been quite the experience, especially just as a teenager. So after that, you went to multiple Evos. If I recall correctly, you played, I think it was like what, a first to 25 set against a Korean Tekken champion. Tell me a little bit more about that. It's not really recorded. Not a lot of people know about it.
That started on Tekken Zaibatsu actually, way back when, and I think this was during Evo 2003, the lead up to it. And I had played a lot in Europe, and I was feeling really confident with my game, and I wanted to know if there were other players who were really good that I could maybe learn from. And everyone said, oh, Korea. There was an arcade called Fantasia that was people were uploading matches from all the time, and watching guys like Park, was it Jang Soo-won, and I can't remember, Jang Soo-won, Jang Ik-soo, and is it some guy called Park as well. Like, there were all these different players that were really, really good. And when I heard that a Korean guy would come to Evo, I thought maybe I could challenge him. I thought, if this guy's really going to come, and I was seriously thinking that there can't be that much more I have to learn here, because I'm really trying to like wring the sponge out, the game's content, trying to get every piece of knowledge into my data bank. But in my local area, I was really successful. Win ratio wise, and I was looking for a new challenge. I went on Zaibatsu and I said, I would like to challenge this guy. I heard he's coming. I'd like to put some money up and have a set with him. And I got slated so badly on the forums. They were like, who do you think you are, coming and challenging this guy? You're nobody. How can you say this? And these people didn't know me, and I didn't know them either. I didn't. And it was a weird situation where, because there was no YouTube and things like that, I didn't know if what they're saying is true. Maybe I am not that good, and maybe they are really good, and maybe like I shouldn't be challengers. And it was just so stupid anyway. I was like, come on man, I just want to play the guy. I'm trying to learn here. It wasn't an arrogant thing at all. They took it completely the wrong way. They thought I was trying to trash talk him. I was just saying, look, I'd like to challenge this guy. I heard he's a champion. Let's go. So the match got set up, and during this time, I think it took like 2 or 3 months to set up, a lot of the Tekken community really slated me. They didn't know me, and they didn't even know what I looked like or how I played the game or anything. But they were saying, I'll challenge you. We won't even need to have this guy play you. I'll play you, and I'll take your money. So I had all these money matches lined up by the time I arrived in the US. Wow. The first guy I played was the Korean Kim Bong-min, and I beat him in a 4-hour-long set. 4 hours it took at Castell's house. Castell was kind enough to host the session, and loads of people came just to watch. They really wanted to see the outcome of the set. And I beat him, it was first to 26, and I beat him 26-21. Don't ask me why I chose the number 26, but I wanted to have a long set. I had a theory that the longer the set, the more stamina that you need, the more tech you need, the more data you need. If you only have a small amount of strategy, if you only have like one strategy or a couple of strategies and a small amount of tactics, you're going to get worked out over a long period of time, because that's not going to work for too long. So I thought, if it's a longer set, then that way you get a chance to express yourself more as well, because a lot of the time you don't even get to do half the stuff And I really wanted it to be a sort of like an exhibition of knowledge and situational awareness and reactions and everything like that. Even character flexibility as well, not just sticking to 2 characters. Actually, you can run around the board and stuff. So we did all that, and it was a really fun sort of spectacle to watch, and everyone really enjoyed it. And no one expected me to win, so that made it even more hype as well. And guess what? After I beat him, suddenly nobody wanted to money match me. No one wanted to money match. Yeah, no one wanted to money match me, and all the people that were trash talking just suddenly disappeared, and I didn't see their names anymore. It was really weird. So that's just one experience that happened, but it was really nice to come to the US and finally get respect, because I felt I'd been working really hard, and it was quite saddening for me to go online and see people trash talking me, especially as they don't know me. And I think that at events I'm a very much approachable guy, so they're not like the kind of people that they just didn't see me in the kind of person that I see myself as, and it was hurtful to just see them going on like that, and it was very childish. But yeah, haven't slept last night. So tired. But yeah, so that was a good experience, and it definitely set the stage for me to appear more and more in the US, and that's what I've done up till now.
Well, with that story, I think that's all we got time. So thank you so much for your time. Are there any shout outs you want to give, or words you want to say to your fans? How can your fans follow you?
Well, my fans can follow me on Twitter. That's at Ryan Joseph Hart. So RyanJosephHart. Ryan Joseph Hart. Also, you can follow me on Facebook, www.facebook.com/RyanJosephHart again, and my website is www.ryanjosephhart.com. So look me up on any of those links, and you can contact me through my website as well by email. So, and with that, I want to give a shout out to Falcon Arena. If it wasn't for those guys, my sponsors, I wouldn't be here this year. So big shout outs to them for all their efforts to keep me involved. And I really appreciate all my fans that are really supportive and follow my work and like really appreciate what I'm doing in the community. I really appreciate that, and without you guys, like none of what I do would be that valuable. So thanks again. Thank you.
All right. Stay tuned to esportsheaven.com for more coverage of EVO 2015. I'll see you guys.